Welcome, one and all, to podcast episode number 2 of Business in the VOM Today. And if you don't know what VOM stands for, you're on the wrong podcast. Hi, my name is Michael Murphy, and current president of the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce. And this is my show co-host, Chamber Vice President Jennifer O'Neill, also the executive director of the Mamaroneck Public Library in her day job. The Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce is a nonprofit membership organization established in 1917 as a businessman association in Mamaroneck, Inc. We are a thriving group of merchants, restaurateurs, contractors, librarians, right? An organization which promotes and supports all businesses in the village, and I do mean all businesses in the village of Mamaroneck, whether you're a member or not. We'll get to that. The Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce will continue to work hard at following our slogan, keep it local. That is encouraging shopping, dining, and hiring, doing business locally. Now, Jennifer, where do we begin?
We will start with an interview with Chief DeRussa. Thank you so much for coming today.
Thanks for having me.
I understand it's your 20th year with the Village of Mamaroneck Police Department. Is that right?
It is.
You certainly don't look like you've been with the police department for 20 years.
Well, I appreciate that. Yes, I started in January of 2004.
And you became chief in 2021, is that right?
2020.
2020.
December of 2020.
Oh, so you have had the pandemic, the flood, and all the wonderful things that have gone on since 2020 in the village.
Yes.
Okay. You definitely came into leadership at a difficult time.
Yes, as you indicated, between the ongoing pandemic and then there was the police reform mandate from then Governor Cuomo, and then the storms that we've had. And so, yes, so trial by fire, I would say.
You and I came in at the same time into leadership in Mamaroneck, so I feel for you.
Thank you.
Is there anything that you have done in just this short time of 3 years since you've been chief that you are super proud of, that you'd like to let the people know about?
Yeah, so there's been a couple of things that obviously wouldn't be possible without the great men and women that I work with. So the biggest achievement was we received New York State accreditation back in December. That was, for us, an 18-month process. But prior to that, the department had been trying to achieve accreditation on and off for about 20 years.
Wow.
I think it was just a matter of getting the right people in place and dedicating the time and the effort to getting that done. So we're very proud of that. We have also been able to deploy body-worn cameras to all of our officers. So that just happened last year as well. So that was a big achievement for us, too.
What does the accreditation mean for you? What does that allow you to do that you couldn't do previously?
Yeah, so basically it shows the community that we abide by certain policies and procedures that have been blessed by New York State. It's, maintains that trust with the community. It also, helps for grant funding because we're able to now solicit for more funding because they know that we abide by certain policies and procedures.
Excellent. Well, I can certainly say that any time that we have needed to rely on your officers, they have come through. They are so professional. And whether you need a light touch or something a little bit more, they always seem to just know how to deal with the situation at hand. We have our summer reading kickoff coming up at the library in June, and you'll have representation there as well. And the kids really look forward to seeing the officer and sitting in the back of the car with them and seeing the sirens. So we appreciate everything that you do for us at the library.
Yeah, thank you. The guys and girls really do love their job, and they really enjoy the community interaction. And anytime we can have any kind of community events, we usually have more than a couple that want to volunteer for that.
Yeah.
If I might bring up, as a member of the Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade Committee, I have to thank you, Chief, for what a great job that your organization does in just keeping it all nice and safe. We couldn't do it without you, so thank you for that. You've been in the village for 20 years on the force. I know that you've seen a lot of changes in these last 20 years. Anything just stick out in your mind and how the village has changed since 2002 or something?
So yeah, so was born in Mamaroneck, so I've lived here my entire life. So it's definitely gotten a lot busier. That's for sure. A lot more diversity, which is great. So it's definitely been interesting, and I really love to be able to serve the community where I live, even though I'm not on the front lines anymore. I kind of live vicariously through the men and women that are out there, doing the job every day.
Is there anything that you'd like to see improved in the village, on the force, that you can talk about right now?
Ooh.
I have one in mind.
So for the village, which I know is a complaint maybe of many people, is parking. We do see how busy the downtown area is, and we can't be everywhere, and we try to enforce when we can. So I'd love to see more parking made available so that people can, come to the village and enjoy it, and not have to circle around the village multiple times to try to get a parking spot. And I would like to maybe see our increase in our officer complement. I think with the increase in population here and the amount of growth that we've had, in order to properly do our jobs, I think it would be great if we could add a couple more officers to our fold.
Great. Jennifer and I have only been in this position for a little short of 6 months, but I've been in the village for a long time in the business. And so one of the things that I would like to see, because I've seen a lot of improvement in the village, a lot of growth in the village, I'd like to see the police department, the building itself, a 21st century police department where we would be proud of that kind of building, whether it's not only just the police station itself and the courthouse and all that. I think that it really, we're one of the things we're going to take up if we're president and vice president, and the next year is to try to push for that in the village too, if there's anything we can do about that.
Yeah, so there have been some discussions, and the village did partner with an architect firm, and I'm not sure where that stands right now because things have just gotten busy with a lot of other things that have been going on in the village. But there have been some discussions and some plans made. So infantile stages, but hopefully it comes to fruition. I would love to also see that as well.
That'd be great to see.
I would like to lobby for them to stay where they are. We can build a new building or do whatever
Well, that
we
is
want
the plan.
in renovating the building, but I like them right where they are.
That is the plan, to build on the existing footprint. So that would
Happy
be great.
to know it.
Yeah, this is really is a great village. From the business community point of view, we all love being in Mamaroneck, and a large part of it is because of your force and your team. And we'd like to thank you on behalf of the Chamber. We also like to have you as a guest on our future show, right?
Absolutely.
Sometime if they let us keep doing these things, and we'll find out what's going on. If they might have a segment on what we need to know in the village of Mamaroneck from your point of view.
Yeah, that would be great.
But thank you very much. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Chief.
Thanks.
And welcome back to the Chamber of Commerce podcast, the business in the VOM Today. As I said, if you don't know what the VOM is, you're in the wrong podcast. Our next guest is learning what the VOM means, because in our Taste of Mamaroneck segment, we're welcoming Roisin Flanagan, owner of Jill's, recently opened up on West Boston Post Road. Hello, Roisin, and welcome to the Village of Mamaroneck. VOM stands for?
Village of Mamaroneck.
There.
Woo,
Yes.
okay, got it.
Yeah,
Noted.
it's just a mouthful, He said Village of Mamaroneck, we just say VOM, right?
It's easier
Thanks
to
for
spell.
having me, guys. Michael, Jennifer, appreciate it.
Now, you've got a great location in Eastchester. It's called Jack's.
Yes.
I've been there. Other people have been there. They're saying, well, why did you open up in Mamaroneck? There's a good reason for that.
Honestly, it was the attraction of the water sold us big time. We'd been to Mamaroneck. It's such a beautiful, quaint town. We'd been here, we'd been to Nona Crolla, we knew the restaurants, and then it was no secret that when we had Jack's that we were looking for another venture. So Mamaroneck was actually the first place that we were shown by our real estate agent.
Is
So,
that right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And literally we walked in the door and we were like, done.
So,
Signed, seal, delivered.
where are you from in Ireland?
I'm from Roscommon in the west of Ireland.
Okay, so you know Limerick, right?
Yes, I went to college in Limerick, yeah.
Okay, Punches Cross. It's
Okay.
like the crossroads there, right?
Yes.
It feels like you're at the crossroads there at West Boston Post Road, the right place to be for your kind of restaurant, right there where all the action happens. Am I right?
Right, Mamaroneck Avenue and Boston Post Road. What's more central?
Yes.
You cannot beat that location.
You can't. You really
So-
can't. There's action coming from everywhere. You got the avenue, you have the harbour, you've all that traffic coming in. It was just perfect. Us going in there, all we did was look out the window and we were like, done. This is it. This is what's happening.
Did you realize in July, in early July, right around the 4th of July, there's the Fireman's Parade. There are thousands of people going by your place. The Sound Shore St. Patrick's Day Parade, thousands of people marching by your place. So you are definitely in the right location. location.
Good.
The Spooktacular, but then again, they're kids. Maybe should sort of a kiddie menu for that. But anyways, so how did you get into the restaurant business?
So when I've been in the States now 11 years. So when I first came over, I was actually a journalist. So I ended up getting into the bar business part-time, as you do, a lot of people end up doing. And that's where I met my now husband, Shane. So we've been both bartenders in New York for about 5 years. And then it kind of feels like your next step is when you're a bartender, you're either going to buy and do your own thing, or you're going to, continue. So we decided to take the chance and buy. So we opened Jack's just before the pandemic hit. Bad timing, but we survived. And now Jack's is going into its 4th year. But yeah, honestly, we were just bartenders, got all our knowledge from there, scraped it together, and then just decided to do it ourselves and see what would happen.
I heard the story about what you guys did for people during the pandemic, and it was really cool. I thought that's Irish hospitality right there. So, and I'm glad you're bringing that Irish hospitality to Mamaroneck.
What did they do during the pandemic, Mike? I'm not aware.
Well, she can tell us, Ro.
What didn't we do?
It's just people came, you were serving meals to go and
meals to go.
Yeah.
We were doing drinks to go. We were doing cocktails to go, and then we ended up exploring our outdoor seating at the time, which used to get full to capacity because people were trying to. But we were the new cool bar. Everyone wanted to try us. The food really got everybody in. We have an Irish chef, a young guy, he's 34, from outside Dublin, and he came in and he makes your curry, Michael. So it drew everybody
I love
in.
the curry.
And we do a lot of Irish twists on dishes. We do a chowder that we have in Jack's that actually is so incredibly popular that we've brought it over here, selling like hotcakes again. People are loving it. So it's great. So Irish touches here and there to keep everybody in and to keep things a bit different.
Wow, terrific.
Absolutely, I'm in. No,
Oh.
I have a staff member at the library who's been twice since they opened, and she says that it's a wonderful place and the food is delicious. She had to go back the second time.
Okay, good
so I'm
to
looking forward to
hear.
it.
So, Ro, and as part of the Taste of Mamaroneck segment, we ask our guest to give us a specialty. What kind of specialty do you have for us that we can maybe post on our website?
So I brought 2, Michael. You only asked me for 1. So I brought 2.
Now that's Irish generosity.
So one is our Guinness soda bread that is served with our chowder. So it became so popular that now we sell it by itself. You can buy a half loaf or a loaf of it because people were coming in going, you need to start selling this. So it's made with Guinness porter into it. So when you're doing your buttermilk, molasses, oats, you're adding your Guinness into it and it's just taken off. So at the minute it's been served with our chowder, our Irish chowder, but it's also available for purchase by the loaf or the half loaf. So that flies in Jack's at the minute, so we had to get it going. Now, the second thing is we do espresso martinis. Have you ventured into having an espresso martini?
Not yet.
Oh,
Guys, you're missing out.
you're missing out.
So espresso, vanilla, vodka, and Kahlua, but there's a secret ingredient. So it's brown sugar syrup. So I was having conversations with the chef when we were opening Jill's, and I was like, guys, I want to try this, let's do it. And the chef had just walked in and he goes, there's a local farm in Mamaroneck and they make their own brown sugar. And he was like, you have to taste it. We just found it. So now we're using it from the farmer's market. It is spectacular. It's all from Mamaroneck, amazing. But the chefs make everything in Jack's, so everything down to these syrups is from Mamaroneck now.
Oh, she had me at the soda bread. So I invite you to send those recipes to us.
No problem.
Even if you sent the recipe for the soda bread, I guarantee you no one's going to try to make it. They're going to want to come and get it.
Okay.
So, but we'll put that, give it to us, or send it to us. We'll post it on our website, on the
Perfect.
Chamber website. Okay. What can folks expect when they go to Jill's? What kind of atmosphere, what's going on there? Give us a little
It's a
feel
nice,
for it.
I think it's like, I want it to be a fun vibe, a fun little experience when you go in. Great bites, great food, nice drinks, nice wine, comfortable atmosphere. The feedback I'm getting is that it's cozy. People don't feel rushed. They feel like they can sit, enjoy themselves, have some wine. They want to sit on the window seats, look out to the harbour, out to that beautiful sound. I just want you to come and have fun. Enjoy your Friday night, enjoy your drink after work. You've earned it, and just experience the fun and the energy that's happening all around.
And it's within walking distance. That's wonderful.
Yay!
Yes, it feeds right into the whole walkability of Mamaroneck, and we love that. Anyways, so you're located where?
100 West Boston Post Road, so across from the entrance of Harbour Island.
And your hours?
We're open Tuesday to Sunday, 12 to 12.
12 to 12.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good to us. All right, this is your last moment on the show for now. Anything you'd like to share with the audience?
I just want to really say thank you for the amount of support we've been given from Amarnic so far. We've had so many people come in and be like, this is amazing, we can walk home. We live around the corner, we live in that building, we live on the avenue, we live there. We've been waiting for something like this, or we've been in the park all day, we needed to get something to eat afterwards with the kids. They're coming in and they're like, thank you so much. But like, honestly, the support from Amarnic so far, it's just been absolutely incredible. And I'm so grateful.
Thank you very much. You know, we're promoting Taste of Mamaroneck, the idea that Mamaroneck has tremendous restaurants and also specialties such as chocolations, penny licked ice cream, duck donuts, Croatian confections, different craft type delights.
Yes.
And so we're delighted to have you as part of the community. We look forward to doing an event at your place. We look forward to doing a ribbon cutting, an official ribbon cutting at Jill's. You tell us when. We'll figure out a good time. We'll make sure we get the crew there.
Okay, perfect.
So,
sounds good.
What do you think?
Excellent.
You're in. She's in. All right. Thanks for being on the show, Ro. We'll see you at Jill's.
Thanks, guys.
And for our final segment in our show, we have Meet the Chamber Board Member. And who is our Chamber Board Member today? Please welcome to the show, longtime Chamber Member and Board Member, Oscar Capel.
As mentioned earlier, Chamber board members are all volunteers who work diligently, making sure that the Chamber promotes and supports all businesses for the village of Mamaroneck. Thank you for your service to the village, Oscar.
I get to carry the banner at the parades. It's so much fun.
So what do you do, Oscar? Tell us about your business.
Best way to describe what I do is I am a professional problem solver. Okay, our service is Legal Shield and ID Shield, which it's the 21st century way of doing legal service. The best way to describe it is you don't pay videos by the hour anymore. You know, you don't go to Blockbuster. You have a subscription. You watch as many videos as you want, one price. That's what they've done with the legal service. We've been able to, it's almost like medical insurance. You know, you pay a little bit and then you get a lot for it. So every business right now needs a banker, an accountant, and a lawyer. How many times do businesses not call their lawyer because of the cost?
Absolutely. I remember in a position that I had years ago where my boss said to me, don't ask him about the weather. Don't ask him about his wife and children. His clock starts as soon as he picks up that phone. Just get to it.
Correct. Every 10th of an hour. So every 6 minutes, they start charging. But what if we take that away? What if your subscription says, pick up the phone, talk to your not a lawyer, a law firm. We have a big law firm in Long Island, close to about 100 lawyers there. They were picked because they are the lawyers that take care of there's a big union that they're taken care of by that law firm. So pick up the phone. You have a question, whatever it is. You need documents reviewed. You have people that are not paying their bills. A lawyer letter is different from a collection agency letter. Mm-hmm. And the best part is, you get to keep the money. It doesn't go to half of it to a collection agency. So just the legal services available are incredible. We have the only ones with 24/7, 365 emergency legal help anywhere in the U.S. So it's an incredible, protective and protects the entire family. You got kids that drive, or you drive like a kid, we know Chief here, but you get a ticket even out of state for I think $25 or $50, they will send a lawyer on your behalf.
Wow.
The idea is not to get the points on your license, because you're paying for that ticket every time you pay insurance. So the idea is to have legal service, but actually, with what the Supreme Court says, equal justice under law. Well, it's as much law as you can afford. So now we've leveled the playing field.
Is it for individuals?
Individuals, families, and businesses. We have three different levels, and businesses. And here's a great part: if you're a home-based business, you can get the business supplement and have everything that the business legal service offers for, I think it's $14 added to your family business. And then ID Shield is another service we have. We are the only ones with licensed private investigators to do the heavy lifting, to do the restoration. I mean, if you go to, some sort of identity theft service, you get a call center and you do the work. We have licensed private investigators to do the work. So, the identity theft right now, if you guys follow me on LinkedIn, I will post a breach a day.
Yeah.
A malware occurrence a day. It's every day. Everyone's identity has already been stolen. We have 34 billion records stolen in the past 2 years. We have 300 million people living here. We have 34 billion records stolen. How do you find out that your identity is being used against you? Once it's stolen, it gets sold and resold and resold. I mean, I could tell you horror stories, and I've been at the library doing workshops for identity theft.
You have.
And the police department has sent police officers over and talking to the people there about what's going on in identity theft. It's crazy, but I think what people don't realize is that they can have my money. No, it's not that. Medical identity theft is deadly. If someone uses your medical ID, your insurance, their medical record gets mixed with your medical record. And because of HIPAA, you can't see what is on your medical record because now someone else's medical record is on there. Now,
Wow.
We've had a situation where husband and wife had an accident. And the wife hears the doctor saying, okay, he's diabetic, we got to get him insulin, this and that. And she's like, wait, what are you talking about? It's like, he's got all these. She says, no, we've been married 50 years. He does not have diabetes. And he says, she looked and he goes, oh my God, I got 2 different blood types here. Which one is he? So
Sheesh.
that, and to resolve it yourself is about 2 years and $15,000 last time we checked.
We may have lost all of our audiences. They're running off to
Sign up.
sign up for whatever, or to try to figure out if they need to be scrubbed clean.
Yeah, it's and the ID Shield just partnered up with Trend Micro. And
What's that?
Trend Micro it's an old company that does, and anybody that wants, I can send them this thing. One of the things they do is, well, you have your password manager, and what I love about this is reputation management. So you have kids. The kids are online. Someday you want them to get a job. You imagine Wednesday they have an interview, and Friday they spend the weekend drinking with their friends, and Tuesday the HR person says, well, let's look up, Michael, see what he's been up to. Not a good idea. So your kids are not going to let you look through their social media. So the AI scrubs the social media, pulls out every picture and anything that looks, bad, and then you have the option. Do you want to keep this? Do you not want to keep it? When I started, it was hilarious. I had a picture of Salsalizano, which is a kind of, it's a condiment, but it comes in a black bottle, and it says possible beer alcohol. I'm
Wow.
like, no, thank you, but it's not. And I got plenty of pictures with me with alcohol, but it's okay. I had a picture of me sitting on a Jeep with an AR-15, which is way back in 1985. You could buy them, on the corner in 19. You can't buy it now. So that picture will not stay on the Facebook because times have changed. So
I'd like to know where you can buy an AR-15 on the corner.
Well,
how do people get in touch with you if they want to get in touch with you? If they want to take this to the next level.
Sure.
Conversation.
Shoot me a text, 646-578-7097. My email is info, @oscarcapel.com.
Could you say the phone number again one more
Sure.
time slowly?
646-578-7097. I grew up in the Bronx, so we speak
Yes,
fast.
can you say that backwards? Oscar, I have a question for you.
Sure.
You've been a member of the Chamber of Commerce for how many years?
Bunch.
So what compelled you to join the Chamber of Commerce? Compelled you to join.
There's a saying, your net worth is tied into your network. And the Chamber is a network. And today I saw an email. One of our Chamber members is having a reopening. She's looking for balloons, a balloon arch. The email went out to the Chamber. Who knows who can do balloon art? A couple of people, try this one, I've used this one, So you work with people you know, like, and trust.
True.
So here we are. Here's a Chamber. It's like, okay, I need something. Who knows somebody that can help me? And that's that's fantastic.
Great. You know, besides being a board member, and thank you for serving on the board of the chamber, you're also the liaison to the Hispanic community, specifically to the business community, and you're spearheading a Hispanic business outreach. Would you like to talk about that a little?
Sure. Yeah, we're having a mixer like we do every once in a while. People show up. It's a great time, great place to network, a great place to learn about the businesses. But we're going to be at Don Hito's right here at the bottom of Mamaroneck Avenue. It's to be announced when it's going to be. But we want to invite the Latino business owners in the neighborhood. I was born in Argentina, came here when I was 2, grew up in the Bronx, so I don't have an accent. And, you know, it's the Latino community, we don't go out and look for things like the chamber. You know, it's pretty, I don't say we don't trust people on the outside, but, you know, it's a Latino thing. So now you have a business, you have all these things. Join a bigger group and have your outreach, you know, just spread out. And it's tough to get into, you know, different cultures have different things, and we want to bring all the benefits of being a business owner from a Latino business into the chamber. Now we have, I believe, over 100 businesses and in the chamber, and just a handful are Latino business owners. So we want to get that up and join the party.
Yeah, that community is growing. That both the community of residents and the business community is growing quickly.
Yes.
Now, I'm sure that there's a lot of home-based businesses as well that should know about this, which is actually one of the growing segments of our chamber is the home-based businesses. Now, you are fluent in Spanish, am I correct?
Yes.
Now, why don't you take
Otherwise, my parents wouldn't understand me.
If you could take the opportunity right now, tell our audience in Spanish in a few sentences why they should join the chamber.
Bueno, la mejor razón es la comunidad que hay aquí en Mamaroneck, muchos hispanos y también mucha gente que no son hispanos, y queremos integrar la comunidad hispana con el resto de la comunidad.
See.
See, amazing. Thank you. We'll be looking forward to that mixer. I may be, you may, I think we're going to the mixer as well. We're going to have to bone up on a few phrases before we get there. So at one of our other favorite places, Don Hito. So, Oscar, thank you for being on the show, and thank you for serving the chamber on the board. Stick around for the rest of the end of the show here. Jennifer, next segment, we're talking about the upcoming events in the chamber. Now, we got a number of things that are happening it's getting kind of busy. Right now, we're in the midst. We just started the first day of the May sidewalk sales, and if you're not familiar with the sidewalk sales, and if you're watching this is wherever the camera is. So there it is, right there. That is the official flyer for this. If you have a business on Mamaroneck Avenue, on the Central Business District, as they call it, you'll be getting one of these flyers telling you about the sidewalk sale, which is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of this week. Also, we have them in, are you ready for this? If you miss May, you've got June, July, August, and September. So if you miss the 4 days in May, there are 4 more days in those other 4 months, so there's 16 more days of the sidewalk sale. But to participate in the sidewalk sale, you have to, it's free to a member of the Chamber of Commerce, or there's a cost associated if you're not a member. If you need any information on how to participate in the sidewalk sales, look on our website at mamaroneckchamberofcommerce.org. So we got the sidewalk sales.
We also have the Day of Wellness coming up.
And when is that?
June 15th, and it'll be at Fred Astaire Dance Studios. It's a number of different local businesses that have to do with health and wellness are all getting together and having this free event, which is open to the public.
And where would I find information on that?
On our website.
Hey, terrific. Now also, Oscar, if you want to know if there's anything else happening in June, I believe it's on the 18th, the Chamber members will be invited to come on a special tour, sort of an after-hours tour of the library and the Emlyn Theater together, because they are connected.
Yes.
The library and the Emlyn are connected. People think of them as two separate places, and they are two different entities. However, you can walk from the library into the Emlyn or into the library from the Emlyn, one way or the other. And so we're going to get a special behind-the-scenes tours of the library from someone special on the chamber. Who might that be?
Might be me.
Yay! All right. And David Bander, the executive director of the Emlyn Theater, will be walking us around the Emlyn, showing us what's it like to be on stage at the Emlyn Theater. And after that, members will be invited to walk right next door into Don Hito's, which is connected to the Emlyn Theater and the library. That's Jennifer.
They have
She would
wonderful
know.
margaritas at Don Hito's.
So what's next, Jennifer?
After that, we're going to have the Chamber Barbecue, which is at Hampshire Country Club. It's our annual barbecue. That'll be July 11th. And it's always a good time. And we have plenty of raffles and just a lot of fun. We enjoy getting together and networking, and we really do like to spend time together.
Copious amounts of fun. I'm sure you're going to be there, Oscar.
Will there be food?
There will be food.
I
yes.
will be there.
Good
Okay.
food.
And on in July, something to look forward to if you're marking your calendars. We have Chamber Networking at Jill Krutnick's studio, which is just on the street of Mamaroneck Avenue over Smashburgers. She is an acclaimed artist. She's an amazing painter. She has a beautiful space, and we're doing a kind of a socializing type thing there. All will be welcome to that. And what else is there?
I'm told there will be a village block party in late July.
Really? Okay. Village Block Party is quite not a chamber event. The chamber should be involved in that. My head is spinning from all these events. I think we're just going to cut it there, and we're going to say that's it for show number 2. We want to thank our guest, Village Police Chief Sandra DeRuza, the owner of Jill's, Roisin or Ro Flanagan. Stop in and say hello. Chamber Board member Oscar Capel. Thank you, Oscar, still here on the set. And we'd like to thank the LMC Media for producing this podcast. Jennifer.
Well, this podcast was recorded at the LMC studio on the Avenue in Mamaroneck. Visit lmcmedia.org to book your time for this state-of-the-art convenient location, walkable from the Metro North train station on Mamaroneck Avenue. And you can support this nonprofit media center at lmcmedia.org/donate.
And did you know that they are a member of the Chamber of Commerce?
I did know that.
Yes, Executive Director Matt Sullivan is a board member. God bless you, Matt. And the Mamaroneck Chamber of Commerce will continue to work hard at following our slogan, Keep It Local. That is, encouraging shopping, dining, and hiring locally. For more information on how you can join the Chamber, visit
The Chamber website.
which is mamaroneckchamberofcommerce.org. Thanks for tuning in. See you on episode number 3.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Oscar.
Thank you guys.